Episode 1. My name is Salud Dunn. I'm the main host. I got my co-host Mohammed right here.
Hi, my name is Mohammed.
I'm from Guinea, and he's from
Nigeria, Niger boy,
Niger. What?
Niger boy.
Yeah, the scammers right
Nope,
there.
no.
Yeah. So a little bit about myself. I love sports. I'm
What
into
sports?
I love variety of sports. So I love
Which one is the? You gotta have one that you
so I
like more than
love
others.
I love soccer the most, but I mostly like soccer, basketball, American football.
You watch American football?
I do watch the my favorite team, of course. Since I'm from New England, I like the Patriots. I do watch a little bit of baseball because it's cheap for the stadium. You can get it like the max is $15, unless like basketball tickets, which like around $200 and
Yeah.
soccer tickets. So I do support
You watch
all.
hockey too?
No, I used to. I still support my team,
What it?
Bruins. I'm like a New England, so I like so basketball is Celtics, baseball, Red Sox, and then I have
What about soccer?
soccer. I don't like it. I don't like New England though. My favorite team is Barcelona, of course, and outside of my own country, my
Yeah.
favorite national team is Brazil. So
Yeah.
I've been like Brazil since Ronaldinho. That's he got me into Barca.
List five players. List five players that play for Barcelona right now. Just five.
I haven't been watching in a
You
while.
see, you're not a true fan.
I'm not, like, how do I say this?
You
I'm
say
too
you,
busy.
you say you like soccer more than.
I do. Well,
Which basketball team do you support again?
Celtics, of course. Celtics.
But I'm sure if I should name five players in Celtics, you know.
Well, yeah.
But so that you can't say you like soccer more than the others.
It's just
I mean
since I like.
that doesn't like determine that doesn't it's not a determining fact that you like this more than
It's
this.
just how would I say this? I don't watch them anymore. I just look at like the results. It's just when I came back from Africa.
Okay,
So
in the history of Barcelona, name me 10 players.
that's easy.
In the
I,
history of Barcelona.
I can go Ronaldinho,
One,
Eto'o,
two,
and then we have Yaya Toure,
three,
and then we have Messi,
4,
Pedro,
5,
Iniesta, Xavi,
7,
Busquets.
8.
We have Puyol. We have Brave.
Who's brave?
The goalkeeper that was same time as Ter Stegen played, but Ter Stegen only played for the Champions League.
Oh, bravo.
Bravo, okay, bravo, yeah,
I
bravo.
said brave.
Yeah, so I'm versatile, but unlike you, I watch mostly all sports. But those are my clubs. What about you?
No, listen.
What's your
listen.
sports and what's your club?
Me, I wouldn't say I like all this. I mean, I like them, but not as much compared to soccer.
Oh yeah.
So I know more about soccer than any other sport.
Okay,
So the other sports, I will watch them, but I just have no idea what's going on in there.
I feel it.
Yeah, I'll watch.
I
Like
used to
for
keep.
example, I went to watch a basketball game. Basketball, I still know a little bit about basketball,
Yeah.
but it's not as interesting to me compared to like if I go watch soccer game.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get or baseball. Baseball, I have no idea. I would like to. I just
It's just cheap tickets, though.
I
You
don't
can't beat
understand
that.
that.
Like I haven't watched a professional basketball and American football game yet,
Yeah.
and and I haven't watched a professional hockey team yet. But like soccer, I went because I'm a huge fan of soccer, and baseball because I went it's cheap.
You ever went to watch a live soccer game?
Yeah,
Which
I
one?
watched Barcelona play
When was
Red
that?
Bull.
When?
I think it was last year. That was before Messi. Well, that was when Dembele was still there.
Oh,
Dembele.
that shouldn't be last year then. It should be like 2 years ago. I think.
It's been that long.
Yes, probably like 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the second season that
Yeah, when
yes.
Dembele Busquets was there. Oh, that's before the trade and stuff. Yeah. I was so mad because that's the same year they traded Messi, so I never saw him. I've never watched Messi. That's like, one of my.
I think they're going to New Jersey this
Yeah, but anytime Messi plays,
I'm not
it's
sure.
expensive a game though.
I mean, Messi's no longer there, so it's still going to be expensive.
Yeah, so that's why I do want to watch, but it's just
Money.
money. Yeah.
Money.
So what's your favorite clubs?
Manchester United.
Okay.
So Manchester United is my favorite team, right? but I love to watch. But I watch everything.
Yeah.
But the reason why I watch all the teams is, like for example, team like Man City, I just watch them because I hope they lose. I don't want them. I don't want to see them win. Liverpool too. I don't want to see them win.
Yeah.
But I like Man United. I like Real Madrid, and I like PSG.
Yes, you know that.
I like PSG.
But
But
it's just
Man
France.
United and Madrid.
Alright. It's like your two
Yeah.
things.
But country wise, I support France the whole time.
What like do the other sports like baseball, basketball, and American football? Do you have a team or you just watch just to like?
I just watch them.
Yeah.
I don't have a team.
I just find it like how people keep track of like everything. I have a friend when there's none of those sports I play,
Yeah.
he'll watch like frisbee matches or like ping pong. Like, damn, how do you keep track of everything? And he knows like every single thing. I'm like, nah.
I have a professor in school, right? This man said he has his season ticket
Yeah.
to literally like he's from Florida. He has season ticket to literally like all the major sports in
Damn.
Florida. I don't know. I think it's like he has like this association that he's in.
Yeah.
That's cheap to get a season ticket for all that sport. He doesn't know much about soccer. He has a season ticket for soccer. And the season Messi went to Inter Miami,
Yeah.
right? He literally sold the season ticket to someone because he's not a fan of soccer like that. But he has the season ticket. He didn't know Messi was coming, and he sold it for cheap.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he said if he had known, he would have sold it like
Yeah.
sky high,
Yeah.
or even kept the ticket.
Yeah.
Well, with Messi, that's when I was in Florida, right? We were planning on going to watch the Inter Miami game with my friends.
Yeah.
It was like $30 each for a ticket. That was before Messi came.
Oh yeah.
And now Messi came is like $500.
Yeah, that's part of the contract. Every game he plays because it helps boost the sales.
$500. And I just never went.
Yeah. So, but let's forget about sports because we're not really based on sports right now. But I'm originally from Guinea. I got lucky. I'm here now.
Yeah.
But it was I went back and forth. So I've had a situation. It's like it's kind of hard, like the transition, because at first you come here, it's okay. So now you leave the whole life there. You come here. It's almost like how to say it, like a time jump too, because it's way more advanced than here than there. So it's like you come here, you learn a whole new other things,
Yeah.
and then when you go back again, because I've done like 5 years here, then I went back 5 years, and the transition was kind of hard because like you never
How was
really fit in anywhere.
In terms of what?
It's, like how do I say the culture, like
Yeah.
what you consider like common sense gets twisted because what's common there is not like what they do here. It's like if you like here you can't really talk about someone's body shape, but over there you could say someone's fat, and it's like yeah. But here I said that, but I'm like I said that. But
Yeah, that's considered body shaming.
as a when the first time I came here, they're like, "Don't say that. That's rude."
Yeah, that is.
So it's a kind of hard transition.
I mean, but the thing is, I feel like that it is everywhere.
Yeah.
But it depends on like the person. Because in Nigeria too, where that's why I grew up there too, right? Calling someone fat can be offensive and also a joke.
Because I've seen people like boast about it because how do I say it? As a continent that we grow in, everyone's skinny. So
Yeah.
and having like a meal, most people don't have it. So I think it's more of like something you have on other people they don't have. Although you might be still eating the same thing for some reason, you just grow way more. But it's something people.
You just have that tendency to get big.
Yeah. So it was something right there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in Nigeria, I grew up there too. Been here for like about 7 years now. But transitioning here, I feel like for me wasn't that bad. Maybe because when I came here, I was literally like all grown and what I was doing already. And also I had friends to like make me feel welcome. They helped me with things.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how you do things. Yeah, you're no longer in Nigeria. This is how you do things. This is how this is done. And I feel like that I had like a lot of help from people.
Yeah.
So it made it like very easy for me. I wouldn't say very easy. It made like a little bit easy for me. So I mean the only time the problem I had was like with school. Like going to school here compared to going to school in Nigeria was like completely different.
Yeah.
Like in Nigeria after high school, I went straight to like college. I had my associate there. We had like about. I remember when I was going into school. Then it was about 1,000 students enrolled into the program that I was in.
Damn.
Imagine one professor with 1,000 students.
Yeah, nah.
That is
No school.
that is a lot.
It is. That's kind of hard. I've never like seen that though, because
It was a lot.
when I was here, like in the U.S. going to school, I saw like grades. There were like 80 of us
Yeah.
per grade, and each one's divided into 20, like each class. But when I went to Africa, like the max I could see, like the whole grade was 20. 20 people, the whole grade.
So let me tell you a situation I had here, right? While I was in school here, the first exam I took,
Yeah.
I think like from 90 to 100 is like a 80 to 90 is a B.
Oh yeah,
and all that.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, it's completely different.
Yeah, I know it.
From like 75 to 100 is like in a hay, and I think 60. I don't remember how it is, but so I had this situation. I was able to see some students' grade while I was talking to that professor, right? So this student was asking me if I saw his grade. Luckily, the thing is, coincidentally, I saw that guy's grades. Yeah, like a 60 something, right? Then he asked me if he passed. That was the first time taking an exam then. He asked me if he passed. I mean, I told him yes, he passed with a 60 something.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't tell him exactly what he got.
Yeah.
But I just told him if he passed.
Yeah.
Then he saw his grades. Then he told me, I didn't pass. He told me I passed. I'm like, you got a 65.
Yeah.
This guy was looking at me like, bro, what are you saying? At that point, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, so I started looking at like the grade book thing. Then I saw it was totally different.
No.
And then I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
I'm telling you, like when I first came here, like passing grade was like, if the failing grade was 70.
Yeah.
But over there, anything below 50 is failed. So anytime you get 50, you pass. So I'm like, okay, this is good.
Yeah.
So when I come back here, I'm like, shoot, I got
it is completely different. But I think the reason they do that is, is like most of the exams you take are like all multiple choice questions.
I feel like it's also higher standards too. It's like, unlike there where education is really hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, like even someone to be educated, and like the people that teach you aren't really the most qualified.
Yeah.
Just they want to encourage people. But I also find that that's like a downside now, because people not try harder than getting 50. Because if 50 is just a passing grade, why would they try harder than that?
Yeah, that's
but with the year, but it's kind of weird, because at one point it's good because the country is not really that educated, and so they want to have more people that are educated, and the people that are teaching aren't the best. But on another thing, people aren't improving because the standards aren't that high.
That's right.
So if the standards are a bit higher, it will push other people.
But that was like a very funny situation. That was.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
I
didn't know.
So this podcast is going to be focused on explaining how life is in Africa, and also seeing our point of view of society and how we think of things from an African point of view.
That's right.
But my co-host here hasn't really been completely devoted to this podcast yet. So before
I am.
But before that, I gotta interview him and see if he's worthy of this. So as a Nigerian, I want you to drop knowledge in Nigeria. My number one question.
Bring him on.
My number one question is for you. Why do you guys scam people?
What do you mean? Why do you guys?
Like, why are Nigerians known as scammers?
Look, first of all, not all Nigerians are scammers. There are Nigerians that do legit work.
Yeah.
So not all Nigerians are scammers. So that question I cannot answer because I don't know. I am not one of them, so I don't know.
But it's just like, it's so seen like in social media right now. I remember even like watching a clip of how a dude went from Nigeria scamming people and then went to Dubai scamming people.
Oh, you're talking about Hush Puppy.
Yeah.
He was arrested, so
yeah, but it's just
that's
the
price you pay for it.
Why is it so common though? Like, it has to be something. So, is there like something you noticed while living there?
Look, there is this trend among like Nigerian youths, because every Nigerians are like, literally most of them are like educated.
Yeah.
They all go to school,
Yeah.
right? Imagine you went to school, you're done, you did everything you have to do, and then there is literally no job. I mean, I'm not saying that's an excuse for scamming,
Yeah.
but I'm saying that's exactly why people do that. So you go to school, no, you finish school, you get your grades, get your degrees, no job. To get a job, you have to be connected. You have to know someone to get a job.
I think that's an African thing too, because it's the same thing for my country too.
I mean, true, like that's what I'm saying. That's why I said that's not an excuse to
Yeah.
scam. But when with them, I feel like that's they see it as an easy way to make money and then provide for themselves, for their family. And like I still say, it is not an excuse to scam.
It's that.
But you gotta do things to survive.
So
that, and I'm still saying it.
Do you
It's not an excuse to scam.
Do you think scamming is better than selling drugs?
Better than what?
Selling drugs. Because it's the same thing here too. How people, because of the situation they are in, like in the
I mean, the thing is, so okay, let me say it this way: with Nigerians, those ones they have no choice.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the same thing here too, though. It's like
no, they have a choice.
Not all the time.
No, they have
because
a choice.
Like it's the way we have our own struggles of worrying about what to eat. They have here Black Americans have the struggles like, am I going to be alive tomorrow? Like, am I going to get shot tomorrow? Especially living in that neighborhood.
That's because you sell drugs.
No, I'm just like before you sell drugs. In the neighborhood you live in is because
the neighborhood is known for selling drugs.
Yeah, but
that is
but it's not
like
you
that.
Though. You don't identify that. It's because you live in that poverty area. So cops, when they go there, they look at you different, or they don't even go there and protect you. So the crime rate is crazy. Selling drugs is easier there because there's not much security there. So I guess it's just more like, how do I say it? Everyone has their own struggles they go through. It's just, it's like another. It's just you have no other choice but to do that. It's just.
Well, I won't lie to you. So I mean, with the Americans, I feel like they are much more privileged. Yeah. Compared to the ones in Nigeria. So with them, I don't want to make that excuse for them. I mean, it is a valid reason.
Yeah.
But I don't want to make that as an excuse. And I'm not making excuses for Nigerians to scam too.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying with them, they are much more privileged. They have much more opportunities compared to the ones the Nigerians have.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if the Nigerians are in that sense, there are people in Nigerians that are scammed that they do not want to be there. But they have been pushed to the edge of doing that. That is why they do that. And even most of them that scam, they don't even make money from it. They just they just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, because they feel they do it with the aim of one day I will make money from this.
Oh yeah. So it's like trying to play for
yeah, like a I know team. A lot of Nigerians.
You never know if you succeed.
Yeah, I know a lot of Nigerians that they scam and they are broke as hell. They don't have shit.
Damn.
Yes. I mean, I'm not trying to like laugh at anyone or anything. Yeah. I'm just saying exactly what's going on there.
Yeah.
They scam and don't make money. But they continue doing it with the hope of one day I will make money from it. Because that's the only way they see making money.
Yeah.
There is no job. There is nothing. I mean, what they do now is just like go learn something to do, and work like tailoring, mechanic, all those things.
But like tailoring too is like a huge issue. It's like as an apprentice, you don't get paid anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean you're there to learn.
Like but even if you learn for years, you know how to do everything. And if you're there, like they really need you because you're one of the essential people, they still don't pay you.
So with that,
which is terrible though.
No, with that, once you like spend a few years there, you know how to do. You learn a lot. You know how to do things on your own. You can decide to branch out.
But that's a problem though. It's like, first of all, to branch out, you gotta find a place.
Yeah.
You gotta find materials, equipment, and everything that costs money. But you're not making money for where you're apprenticing at. So it's like it is just
the way it works in Nigeria, right? After you're there for a few years, you learn the job. You know how to do things on your own, and you don't have the money to branch out. You still want to be at that same spot, just like make a few money for yourself, make money for yourself. You can be there, get job. You have to like make the connections on your own and get jobs from people. you do the tailoring, you do the clothes on your own, but you don't get the full payment because the machine you're using is not yours.
It's just I feel like it's more of a rip off at that point. Like
I don't think
it's
it's I don't
if
think it's a
someone's
rip
so
off.
if someone's good,
Yeah.
the person they're working for you trust the person, give that person a cut. First of all, their skills are amazing.
So
They have nowhere else to go, so they bring more money. But I feel like that's more of like a mindset of like of
I mean, the
Africa in
thing is,
general.
I agree with you and I don't. So I agree with you in the extent that when you make that money, at some point, maybe if I'm doing off the shop, for example, you my apprentice, you work for me, you get your own job, but you still use my own machine to make the clothes that you're making. I mean, there's sometimes that I'll probably like let go, just you keep the money for yourself, right? But at the same time, I gotta like let you know that this is because you will feel too comfortable at that spot and not want to branch out, and you're still using my own machine to make money.
But like the major
So,
reason,
which is why I feel like sometimes getting like a few percentage from that whatever money you make
yeah,
makes sense.
I get that. But like I'm just saying,
Because there are people that also want to come in to learn.
yeah. But
It's
I'm
not
just
just you.
give me a
You
second.
gotta like you
The
gotta like
main the main reason why people become tailors is because they don't go to school.
yeah.
So that means
I mean,
that's
some
the
people
only
go to
option.
school. It's
I'm
just
just yeah, but that's like the only because they can't find a job.
yeah.
So that's the only option they have. But like I feel like the main problem is like if you pay someone why the person will even if it's just a salary
Mhm.
and the person is doing their job and you tell them if you don't do your job you're not getting paid, they're still going to do their job as long as you don't overwork them. But it's just how do I say this? We're just, like certain of us are so greedy that we don't see like what would happen in 10 years if this person works for us for 10 years. We just want them to work for us for free and we take all that money, not considering like if this person leaves with this skill that a person has, it's going to go somewhere else and now it's going to take more customers with them. Because the customers you could make with this person, you could open another store and put that person in charge of that place. I feel like our mind, like certain people, there are the mindset is not really done for
I
business.
mean that what you're saying makes sense, but it is hard to trust like that in Nigeria. I mean,
Not just
Africa,
Nigeria, not
yeah,
Africa in general. Yeah,
it is hard to
trust is
trust.
there, but the problem is like if we don't do that, like we're all afraid of trust. We're all afraid of trust because of that. None of us only trust any one of us.
Mhm.
But if someone
But
is
then
not stepped,
it is okay to be scared of trust, to be
it
afraid of
is.
trust, because
But you
things
also got to
happen.
risk though too sometimes.
There are people that have taken risks like that and it didn't pay off.
Yeah.
So things happen. So whenever people like make moves like that, just taking percentage of even thing, I don't blame them because that's the only way you could like have that mindset of yeah, one day I want to get out of here. Because if you're too comfortable, your boss don't take no percentage off, it's all you,
Yeah.
then okay, so I have a perfect example. I have this friend in Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
He's a really close friend. We grew up like together.
Yeah.
He's exactly a tailor. So this guy what learned from this man for like a few years. I don't remember how long. Learned from him for a few years. Now he is good. But this guy has refused to go out on his own to get his own place, start up his own business by himself. He decided not to and got so comfortable with his boss. All the work he does, every money he makes, the boss don't get nothing from it. The money is all his. That boy is so comfortable. He gets money, spends it lavishly on weed, on things.
But that's financially irresponsible.
So that's exactly what I'm saying. If I'm taking some cut from your money,
But that
with
has
the aim of in few years you gotta get out of here.
But-
If that was like set,
Yeah.
if there was a set stone right there, he wouldn't do all that because he knows, yeah, I only have my time is limited here. I gotta get out.
that's the problem though. I'm like telling you, we don't think about okay, if I split this, make sure I'm smart with it. In 10 years, I'm gonna make more money than I'm trying to do right now quickly.
Nah, they don't see it that way.
And the problem is also like we're not financial. Most of us are not financially literate.
Yeah.
We don't know. Okay, we don't have savings.
Mhm.
We don't have credit cards.
Yeah.
We don't even know who you puts their money in banks in Africa. No one. Most of us have our money hidden in our house.
Yeah.
Because we don't. have that security of like, okay, we don't have that knowledge also of like put your money in the bank, but the banks don't show us that. Schools doesn't teach us that.
I barely even used my money in my bank in Nigeria when I was in Nigeria.
You only have use a bank if you are one of the government worker who has tons and tons of money, and the way you're gonna use your money is just buy land.
Yeah.
That's the like you're not even gonna keep it in the bank. You'll be just buying land after land. So it's a problem as a whole culture in general. It's just we're not that literate in finances, which causes a problem, and also causes our mindsets like since we don't know what investment is, of what compounding interest or how it increases our money, we so focus on just getting money quickly as possible, spending as quickly as possible before it leaves. Not thinking it's like, if what about my kids? What are my kids' kids? What are they gonna do when I die? How are they gonna survive? We never think about generation after generation. Whereas it's something we have to work on in general, not like Nigeria, but in Africa in general. But not just Africa, even some people here in the US are like that too. But they have more knowledge than us, which is something we just gotta improve as well. So I feel like that's the main issue more than trust. Is that we just don't have that
financial
knowledge.
literacy.
Yeah. Because that is essential for anybody.
Yeah.
Whether we have so many business there, and we don't pay taxes. That's the perfect time.
Yeah.
Perfect place to make tons of money.
And those guys are good too.
Good, yeah.
Those guys are good.
It's something really. So another question for Nigeria: why Nigeria is an English-speaking country?
Yeah.
We have South Africa. We have Ghana. So why is Nigerian music so popular? I know English is the most spoken language, and now Nigeria speaks English, but other countries in Africa speak English too. So why is Nigerian music so popular worldwide?
I feel like the thing is, those Nigerian artists are like so smart. They're like the way they promote their music is the reason why they get so much audience around the world. So like for example, like for example Davido, saying whenever I drop something, maybe a music or so, I don't know, like those American artists. I mean, because America is like one country that if America is listening to it, technically the whole world is listening to it.
Yeah.
So they kind of like use those American artists to like promote their songs, like making collaborations with them or just taking pictures with them alone. That could go a long way.
But before they collab with them, they gotta be popular. I'm just saying, what makes these people so popular? Because there's amazing artists in South Africa. There's making artists in Ghana.
Yeah.
There's making artists in Tanzania.
It's just
Every country has their own music.
you just have that promotion is just I don't know exactly how they do it. I'm
because
no
I know like the evolution of Afrobeat started in Nigeria,
Yeah.
so most of the things started there, which also have you guys.
And also they have the money. So like I don't know exactly how they do things.
It's just other countries do have money. I feel like you guys invested more in entertainment.
They're smart. They know when to like. They know who to pay to promote their music. They know who to talk to. They know who to like help push this music that they drop. So I feel like they're just smart. They roll with the right people. I mean, I don't know exactly what they do. That's just my guess.
Yeah.
That's
just amazing though, like especially now, like how Afrobeats is just
and now they don't even need no promotion right now. They just
like
once they drop it is around the world.
Most like TikTok dances will have to do with African.
Yeah, but the thing is, even before this
beats.
TikTok days, the Instagram days. I mean, Instagram has been out a while, but the music has been like moving for a really long time, even before this.
It's amazing. Like there's something about Nigeria. They have something I don't know.
It's called. It is SMART. Smart.
It's something you don't have.
I have it.
Yeah. What's 1 + 1?
I don't know.
Yeah, see?
I don't know.
But Nigeria that doesn't know 1 + 1.
Yeah, but we smart. we money smart. How about that?
Hey, scamming smart. That's what you are. Maybe so is your music scamming us? Like scamming the brain?
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
It is. We pushing that music. The money is coming. Everyone's happy. So
good.
I mean, not everyone's happy, but those artists are happy for sure.
Okay, so where in Nigeria are you from?
Lagos boy.
Okay, so my next question: why does every Nigerian say they're from Lagos?
I am not. Look, I am from Lagos. I am from Lagos. There are a lot of people. I mean, so okay. I think the reason why they say that is most of the people that travel abroad, America, UK, Canada, all that, most of the people that travel are mostly Lagosians. I am being serious because most of those people that are outside of Lagos, their aim is to go to Lagos.
Okay,
And those people in Lagos, their aim is to go out of the country. So that's why sometimes when people say they're from Lagos, I mean, that does not mean there are people that are outside Lagos that don't travel out of the country. There's a lot of people. But most times,
but even
those
if they
people.
do, they always say they're from Lagos. It's I've I've
So
read the
there are
I've read
people. There are people that they just lived in Lagos for like a year and they just say they're from
yeah.
Lagos.
So I've run into a similar situation for with Portuguese when I'm at work.
Yeah.
When I ask them where they're from, they're either from Porto
Yeah.
or Lisbon. So I'm like, is there no other cities in Portugal? But they said it's because it's the most knowledgeable ones.
Yeah.
But Nigerians have said so much that they're from Lagos that I don't even know another place. I don't. What's the capital of Nigeria?
Abuja.
I don't even know that. Like I'm thinking like Lagos is the capital city already.
Yeah.
Like you
But
don't.
I haven't
You just
met
don't even
anyone from
introduce
Lagos.
other cities at all. It's just
Yeah. I mean, like I said, people there just want to move to Lagos. People in Lagos want to move out. That's it.
yeah, man. So
So
what's the capital again?
Abuja.
What's in Abuja?
So Abuja is like where the president house is.
Yeah, I know. I
I
get
mean,
that.
I've never been to Abuja before, but
Never. So
I had it real nice.
so wow. So is it far from Lagos?
It just fun.
So what made Lagos so popular than Abuja?
Lagos used to be the capital of Nigeria.
What happened? You don't know.
You asking the wrong person.
I'm asking a Nigerian.
You asking the wrong
A
person.
Nigerian that doesn't
You asking the
know.
wrong Nigerian. How about that? I have no idea what happened. But I know it used to, and now it's no more. So that's it. I don't know what happened. Maybe a fight happened. I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever it is, I don't even care. I don't know.
Well, speaking of fighting, when I was doing research on Nigeria,
Yeah.
the crime rate is amazing. Like the average murder a year is around 2, like 1.8.
I think the reason is like the way the Americans use gun here
Mm.
compared to Nigeria is like totally different. I've never seen a gun in my life. In Nigeria, I've never seen a gun.
Well,
Yes, I've never seen a gun. I'm just
no. When I went back, like this time, it was easier. Like it was when I went back this time, it was harder to find gun. But before growing up,
Yeah.
because that's when the gangs were everywhere. Back in those like early like 2000s.
But there are a couple killings in Nigeria too.
Yeah,
Because
but like
those killings, the most popular killings are like all those cult groups.
yeah.
So fighting for who's bigger and all that.
Yeah. But I think it's
So
dialed down now. I think it's more of the early 2000s.
yeah.
Like Nigeria is like the crime rate is like so it's amazing. Like but like the robbery though is crazy.
But the thing is, the crime rates might actually be high, but
no, it's the robbery. It's the robbery rate is which is high.
the robbery would definitely be high.
Yeah, you
But
scammers.
the killing rates might actually be high. They're just not seeing that like before.
So the major reason why people die in Nigeria is because of diseases like malaria,
Yeah,
and actually
that's like the
and actually like the
common.
number one cause of death in Nigeria is called neonatal conditions.
Yeah.
So it's birth.
Yeah.
So when they give it birth, that's when like it is really crazy because over 100 people die a year when giving birth, bro.
So okay,
Like it doesn't have to do like a medical.
a funny medical story in Nigeria is unlike here. So in Nigeria, if you're having like medical condition
Yeah.
or like a gunshot wound or anything or stabbing, they expect you to pay first before you're treated.
Damn.
Yeah,
So even if you're not gonna be treated,
you pay first before you treat it. And
What
the
happens if you
treatment,
don't have
the treatment
money,
is not
though?
even the best.
well, I know that from living in Africa. But what happens if you don't have money to pay?
And there are some hospitals that they will actually treat you, but
But
if you
like,
don't have the money to pay, they just hold you down there.
what I hate, like, I can also I can consider like the reason why this like birth rate, the death of birth rate is really high because when I was back home, at night they say the hospital's open 24 hours. So when my aunt was trying to give birth, and it was like late at night. You had to knock non-stop and they were sleeping.
Yeah.
So it was a
What hospital is that?
It was right. It was in the capital city too. It was right next to our house. It took forever, like literally even
Before they open up the door.
before they opened up the door, and then they had to call someone else because the person there didn't know what to do.
That is crazy.
This is one of the major issues, man. You gotta.
And also the thing is, people giving birth in Nigeria are like, I wouldn't say just poor, but those people, they don't do like no family planning. And it's mostly like poor people. Because I know a couple of people in Nigeria that you don't have money, but they have a lot of kids.
Another thing though, like when I was doing research, on average, a woman gives birth to 5
Yes.
kids.
Especially in the northern part of Nigeria.
Why is that? Like, if you look at Africa in general, it's like 4 kids, which I already know Africa gives a lot of kids. But why is Nigeria so higher than like Africa?
Bro, they have a lot of kids.
Damn, like
a lot of kids.
So imagine that some of them
no
are only
family planning. No, this is the amount of kids we want to have. They just fucking have kids.
Yeah, it is crazy though because I do have like some members have like over 20, but not all of them are alive. But it's just they have this mindset. It's like I'm gonna have kids, so when they grow up, they're gonna do something for me.
No, it doesn't work that way.
That's the problem, though. They don't think it's like, but none of the as a religious, they haven't finished the holy book. They haven't read the thing, and they don't haven't finished school.
Yeah.
They don't have jobs. All they do is just stay home, eat,
Bro.
And like the farmland, yes, you have farmland, but the amount you can farm gets smaller the more you divide among kids. Yeah. So most of it, that's why which is really sad. Girls get married quickly because they want to get them out, so they have less people eating, which is terrible because they get married at a young age, and then the sons have to go and beg other people to eat. It's just, it's hard seeing that like every day, and it's like they don't stop. Like this birth rate gotta stop at some point, but it's just.
Oh, the way
because you can still enjoy yourself without having kids. It's just people don't know that.
Yeah, in the part of Nigeria I grew up, right? You see kids running around on the streets, it's like they have no parents. Like I'll be like, who's your mother? Who's your father? They just running around, roaming around on the streets, and most times they're always hungry too.
Of course,
they're always hungry.
That's what I also like.
Like, I mean, I think the biggest problem is just family planning. You don't have the money. I mean, I understand you want kids, but you don't have the money. You have like 1 or 2 is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, just figure out how you take care of that child or 2 children. But people, they just...
It is crazy, man.
There are dogs out there. Just,
What about you? You plan on having 5 kids like all
Definitely not. Definitely not. No way. Even 3. The thing is, because I want twins, so I was like 4. But if I don't have twins, 3 is enough. Yeah, that's it. Even 3 is probably too much, maybe 2.
Yeah, it depends on the situation you are into because you want to make sure you're in a financial situation where you can provide for the kids.
And also, I keep saying it. I want to have money first before I start having kids. It
is.
Because I don't want to bring any child to this world and just make a child suffer.
Yeah.
I gotta be able to take care of my kids, and so.
Okay, that's a Nigeria. You're improving.
I mean, I don't think like all Nigerians.
Yeah. What do you think,
I think like me.
Yeah, crazy. Work is really hard to find in Africa, like we just talked about. And I looked at the average salary for any person in Africa. sorry. An average salary in Nigeria is around 80,000 to 150,000 naira, which translates to.
Is that a month?
Yeah, which translates to 190 to 350 US dollars. But the dollars really can't really compare because if we say you're living off $300 here, it's impossible. But is this $80,000? 80,000 naira? So how do people do it then?
They just do it. That's why I said scamming. Okay, they gotta do something else.
But not everyone scams. So what are those people that don't scam do? Because
they just struggle.
It is.
They struggle, and I mean, to some extent, it is possible to live off that money, but they will have like no savings, literally nothing.
Which is really weird though, because Nigeria has one of the best employment rates. They have 75% of the whole country is employed.
Employment rate.
Employment.
No, that is a lie.
That's what I found.
No, that is definitely a lie.
It says 75.
It is a lie.
Maybe some of them are scammers.
No, it is a maybe they added scamming as part of employment. Maybe they did, but that is definitely a big lie.
Research says 75%, man.
A big lie. That is
which is like, I'm like,
lie.
Man, 75%, which in America is 63%. I'm like, damn.
No, that is a big lie. No, they're lying. They lied. Big time, they lied. There is no way, because I know a lot of people that are unemployed. A lot. Or maybe they added the like you learning something, some handwork.
Yeah.
Maybe they added all that too. But employment rate 75.
Yeah.
75 is mad high.
It is high. I'm like, damn. I'm like,
75 is mad high. If 75% of Nigerians are unemployed, there won't be as much poverty right now.
Probably though, it has to do like, even if you're employed, making 80,000, 150,000 naira, that's not really going to change your life.
Yeah, that's not going to do nothing for you.
So even if you're employed, just because the money you make is not enough.
That's what they lie. They're not employed.
But like, from your point, from living there, what can you do with 100,000 naira, like in a month?
In a month?
How much do you usually spend? Like,
if I go to Nigeria right now, give me 2 days.
Being smart financially and stuff like that. How long can you last with 100,000 naira?
Maybe 2 weeks.
Is it really like?
That's you telling me to live off like $200. Wait, you said 100,000 naira?
Yeah.
Tell him to live off $100.
Is it? Well, we can't really compare $100 here and $100 there.
I mean, that's exactly what.
Because like, how $100,000?
Okay, let me.
Because you can't buy a TV $100,000.
I could probably like live off like a month with that.
Let me say $100,000.
Yeah, I'll probably live like a month with that, because I just gotta like be like extremely smart.
But can you pay?
And also the thing is, I probably won't, because
can you pay rent, transportation, food, and everything?
Oh, if you add in all that. But the good thing about that is, with Nigeria, you only pay rent once a year.
Once a year?
Yeah, just once a year.
But you pay for the whole year though? Yeah,
but there are people that pay, they have the options of like paying
once a year,
6 months and all that. And even rent in Nigeria is like 100,000 has taken the whole rent. There are rents that are even much more expensive than that. Yeah. But living off, like, if it's just you, the 100,000 should be like good enough for just rent. Just rent.
Does that also take into consideration where you live in Nigeria?
I think so. No. So the 100,000 will take you to like the poor parts of Nigeria. Oh, yeah. That's where you're going to live. With rent. If you want to live like on the mainland of Nigeria, bro, you need like 5 times that money. Okay, for just rent. For just rent? For just rent. Oh, damn. You need like 5 times that money. Oh, damn. So that's why I said that 75%, it's a lie. It could be. So I think it could be true because of how much they get. What? Where people make money now, people do like comedy, they do skits. Yeah. They just, right now in Nigeria, they just do a lot of things. Anything to make money. But Nigeria, like we said, when it comes to entertainment, they are up there. They're for some reason they are called the giants of Africa. They are definitely that thing. Yeah. Because they do skits, they do music. And right now too, there's some music in Nigeria that you hear them and be like, "What the heck is this?" It's so many artists now. People are trying to compete. They just things are popular. They want to get into that. Yeah. Sometimes it is actually the crazy things, the terrible things that Nigerians actually vibe off to. What? Yeah, like you hear some music, listen to some music, and you be like, "What the heck is this? How did you even get known?" And it's the same. It's just grace. It's the same thing. I think it's just entertainment is changing in particular. It's like even like what's happening. Well, I don't want to get into this right because I'm focused more on Africa. But what's happening with rap right now? Things are so changing right now. They don't really know. They're not so lyrically right now. But that's for something. Yeah, gone are those days of music. Yeah, that's for something else. It's all gone.
I'll say you pass the interview. You'll be one of the co-hosts. I'll give you that.
How about you give me the whole show?
Oh, show, yeah, man.
Alright, give me the whole show. Let me do the. Now it's gonna be hello guys, welcome to
What?
what's the name? I'm gonna be your host for today. My name is this, and this is gonna be my co-host here today.
Co-host, like that's. Yeah, that's awesome. But the main host is not here because
What's the main host?
She has her own spot. I do not want to get beaten up.
Nah,
Yeah.
I right here. I'm the main host, and then you
wait till she comes.
You have the privilege to be on my channel.
We'll see. Yeah.
I saw what I said. This is my show.
Whatever. Well, thank you guys again. This is episode 1.
Yep.
More knowledge in Africa coming soon.
Yep.
Gonna interview hopefully other people other than Nigerians.
Everything Africa.
Yeah.
That's the name. Everything Africa.
When he gets it, he'll decide.
Hello guys, welcome to Everything Africa. My name is Mohammed, and this is gonna be my co-host for the day. His name is. I mean, you're not gonna be here every day. So his name is. Say your name.
Wait, we're done.